with that, man, I come from a small town here in Texas, man, called New Caney. At the time when I was there, probably was all about 1,000 people total there. I mean, I may be
Wow.
exaggerating, but definitely, man, I was just a young man who had a dream, man. Two-parent household. My father and mother were both together. Obviously, there was a split between the family when I was 12, but quickly my mother remarried, um, and that's why a lot of times that I basically have. I always say I have two fathers. I don't have a stepfather and a biological father. I had two fathers, and but always in a loving home. Definitely taught me the idea of hard work, no excuses. One was a petroleum engineer, the other one was a professor. There were no, there was no, um, it's someone else's fault in my house. And so that kind of gave me the backbone to be able to move in the way I do today. I've been a writer my whole life. I wrote my first book when I was 11 years old. And so
Wow.
I've always, obviously, I was the editor of my newspaper in high school. I majored in journalism when I went to college, learned
Okay.
photography while I was in college. And I mean, it's just all of these things. I've always kind of been a media journalism kind of guy. And, whereas you gave all the listing, the author, the motivational speaker, youth ministry, consultant, coach, all these different things, everything starts right here with a pen and a pad, man. I always say the greatest gift God ever gave me outside of the Bible is my ability to be able to put pen to pad and be able to express myself. That is my greatest form of communication. I know I'm on many different things and I'm speaking in these different places, but everything starts with me and a legal pad with a pen in my hand. And so things have just came from there, and I'm just grateful that I've had people who've poured into me. Again, I was part of a loving situation, regardless of how my family was put together. Like they always say, it wasn't perfect, but I'm blessed to be in a place I am now, and the two people who brought me into this world are still with me, and they're still pouring into me to this day. And so, my foundation, it was rooted in love, was rooted in gratitude, and rooted in going out and serving others.